even that word a whole lot, trending, when it first hit the scene maybe 15 years ago. But if anyone is trending, and you'll see the players kind of go opposite sides when it's a lefty and a righty on the lag. It's a pretty close lag there. That may have to be. Yeah, and I think on this table particularly, you got to really keep your emotion.
Seemingly with every match.
And it's obvious he just didn't bring his game in that match, because although. All right, great opening shot. Okay, this is going to bounce a little bit and offer an angle. I think this was smart, this combination, really. It's pretty easy overall. Now Fraser, so if you're going to try and win this tournament, of course, you got to have some wins here. At least two. He's back out there. But I was thinking about the TV table, because he's been in that winning position before, and he's starting to probably feel a little similar.
First blood efficiently drawn by. And one of the recurring the most of it. I'm not saying he's eradicated.
Most of the guys that come over from Snooker, I mean, they hit the ball nice, they can move the cue ball, and what I like about them is maybe a reminder to someone more experienced. Really lean on the natural paths of the cue ball.
First became a snooker professional in 2007. He has won the Scottish Amateur Championship twice, which is a really good achievement, but that one. And now let me
watch out for the cue ball off the 5.
You just mentioned a nuance there. He might have passed him by.
Yeah, there's a lot of those types of little shots that you'll never practice. You never really, just years of experience. Most of these players are way beyond.
Of course, Mickey Krause was the defending champion at the ring. That was the end of his defence. And yet here, it's been chalk and cheese. He's been...
Mickey Krause.
Yeah, smart shot there, and that was definitely by design. And look how good it is. Speed was perfect, and I think less room for error on the pool table with that kind of shot than on the snooker table, because the distance and being able to lay the 3 ball down on the cushion.
Has been in 2 ranking event last 16s. They will know then that he's a fine player. 2 good tournaments as well. The highest world ranking 75th, and as I mentioned this afternoon, he's beaten.
Can we see that right there? I don't know if we can get another look, but it looked like when he got down on the ball, the cue ball settled and kind of rocked. And he took a look at it. It was very subtle, but it was definitely there. Last year or so, a craziness that happened to Mario He, and we saw another one last week, I think at the Scottish Open, I believe it was, where a ball kind of rocked.
Back out when they played at extreme pace, but that one was never going to be played at pace. And much like that exception have come over to 9-ball pool. Most of them, in fact all of them, pot well. They can control all the cube, really fall down when it comes to their respective abilities.
I think it would be a little more obvious, the pool players, and the big break. You know, we moved to the box with the cut break now. That's the one that everyone uses.
So. Against the break.
Yeah, good call there. And okay, cheated the pocket. He wanted to go between the 8 and 9. Down near the overcut that ball to the hole. Okay, great control. Much of an option now. Take the 8 from a little distance.
Krause
played. You could defer the break, actually. I don't know if that's still the case here, and I don't know if
he wins the toss.
A player would want to take
far more often than not. Tells the other guy, go on, have a go.
Maybe a little stun. Watched that last night. Yeah, like that.
Table 2 in the other quarterfinal. It is ongoing. Here looks like being as tight. I must say, I love the cue action. It's aesthetically pleasing the way.
Fraser Patrick.
They may have fluked it. Yeah, big fluke. Talked about this in the last match. Where when minds certain players when they have to play so offensive, and don't think it would be the worst thing here for Fraser either. Just got to bounce a little
straight. Really good camera.
Look, snooker in one. You know, people would say it was an error, but sometimes you have to let the cue ball go a little bit, getting back to the lead for Mickey Krause.
Mickey Krause wins the rack.
For the fourth time, Krause.
Okay, when you're close to the ball, you're okay. Kill the cue ball with English and slow it down.
Denmark's not a traditional hotbed, is by far the best. He was the best at the...
Yeah, he's worked on this one before. This is not just something he's picked up in the last few minutes. He started with. And this is also one thing I don't know if Fraser is really aware. Oh, he could add spin, so it was never really a problem.
Being ambidextrous, but nothing beats the natural side. Playing from the natural.
Playing pool, just lefty felt correct. I haven't asked for Fraser about it, but I kind of feel like he might be just pool with the opposite hand.
Yeah, you get that in right-handed, apart from the sport in which he excels.
Yeah, a lot of times you can reckon to what is their normal hand with most things, and then play without the bridge, opposite-handed essentially.
The junior final might
to this one. Oh, that was very clean, Phil. Cue ball on really on a string.
An open in Sarajevo. He was missing balls all over the place, seemed all at sea.
Kind of felt like he got where he didn't care as much. It's a rare thing in pro sports, but no, he's going to go up to the rail and back down.
We were flying home, you know, after the following day. I was waiting there in reception at the hotel, and Mickey came in, and he got a home, had a chat, on the road permanently. Well, here he's on the road to victory.
Yeah, Mickey spends a lot of time in America. Of course, America has so many tournaments. So many tournaments all over the world now. A 9-ball pool. Very.
So from 3-3, Mickey Krause is
that 3-foul situation I was telling you about. Now, the one thing he didn't notice there, though, is the 3-9 is lined up. This is going to be on the lighter speed.
Foul stroke, second foul.
A few shots.
Yeah, winning a rack with the 3 fouls.
He's come a long ways to be comfortable for this combo. Yeah, he's going to have quite a bit of cut on the 3 now.
(3-9), all anything but the cue ball going in.
Already a very straight shooter and seems like settling in. You don't expect a mistake here from me.
A fool's gold break.
There we go. And if we could all say it like you do.
Say fool.
Yeah. Fooling here, though. Mickey Krause is getting pretty settled in, and again, it's going to serve a lot of purpose for tomorrow.
Rick, only one of them has been successful. Ooh, that.
In this match, has he? And of course, we all know
Mickey Krause wins the
it's
rack.
impossible to win.
Well, that.
Yeah, and he's still under a lot of control. He didn't just whack at that with a lot of speed, just kind of shot. Again, on the table, he's been really good, and obviously he's been really good break.
Win 2 or 3 racks, and suddenly the pendulum of pressure would.
On the purple 5, at least to the center of the table. Okay, he did have a hair of an angle, so that helped. The 8 on the opposite end, so position and proper position pretty necessary.
A formality. Well done to Fraser.
He kind of got into the ball a little more than I thought he would also, but I didn't mind it. It just kind of surprised me, and a beautiful stroke there. Left side. Let's play the purple 5 in the lower right. You don't want to get too thin here. The 6 is in the inside spin when the nerves are high can get you. Oh, he just played with straight. Smart shot. Just take the cut.
Will. Could this be the first? But he didn't win it as a result of his break. He won it because
Fraser Patrick.
loses qualification. Are the pool gods with him?
This may end up on top of the 6 ball. Did it open up enough? I don't know. Yeah, that may slide in. Yes, it did. And slide. That's a job well done there.
2 in consecutive racks. One unexpected. The other, it was a